Hollywood stars who own stunning private islands. When you're a list Hollywood star, you have more money than you need. And once you have spent as much as possible on luxurious villas, cars and jewelry, what else can you buy? Private island. Yeah, celebrities buying private island isn't only something in romance novel or movies. You can easily spot remote islands owned by Hollywood stars, from seasoned actors like Mel Gibson and Johnny Depp to pop icons like Shakira and Pamela Anderson. Do you know that most of the private islands owned by Hollywood A-listers are located in the Bahamas? It seems like birds on a feather indeed flock together, be it in the sunny, star-studded Los Angeles or the Bahamas. While buying our private island seems like a fever dream, looking into a list of celebrities and their scheduled getaway spots can satisfy our interest in their lifestyle. Today, we will move away from the hustle and bustle of Californian life to a tranquil, luxurious retreat in the middle of nowhere. How many Hollywood stars own private island? There's a list. Honestly, there are too many private islands owned to count among Hollywood's A-listers. I mean, with many of them having earned their success and amassing a jaw-dropping amount of wealth, it's only fair if they want to purchase a private island for their hiding spot from the ever-watching paparazzi. The famed movie actor Steven Spielberg, actor Johnny Depp, and singer Celine Dion and Ricky Martin often had a getaway to their respective private islands to unwind from the busy and demanding Hollywood lifestyle. Of course, not all celebs use their private island for their sole enjoyment, as some decide to turn into a business opportunity. For example, Shakira, Pamela Anderson and Leonardo DiCaprio have turned their private islands into luxurious, eco-friendly island retreats. Fun fact, if you think purchasing private island is a new-ish trend among Hollywood stars, you thought wrong. While it wasn't as common as these days, several celebrities in the 90s also purchased private islands, including the legendary Marlon Brando. Hollywood stars who own stunning private islands. The chosen 15. With many Hollywood stars and influencers frequenting multiple luxurious private lodgings, we shall always remember the real deal of who owns an entire island under their name. Who cares about private jets when you can purchase private island, right? From actors like Marlon Brando and Johnny Depp to singers like Celine Dion and Shakira, and even master illusionist David Copperfield, here is the list of 15 Hollywood stars who own stunning private islands we can only dream of. Johnny Depp. We really can't start this list with someone other than Johnny Depp. And in case you're wondering, yes, this private island is a whole other property from his secluded French village. Talk about being wealthy. Johnny purchased the small island in the Bahamas, later named Little Halls Pond Cay, in 2004 for $3.6 million. Ironically cheaper than some of his houses. Boating 45 acres of land, the island has 6 beaches. 2 of them were named Lily Rose and Jack after Johnny's children, and the other 2 were named Gonzo and Brando as a tribute of Johnny's mentor Hunter Thompson and Marlon Brando. According to Variety, the island also happened to be the location of Johnny Depp and Amber's art wedding in 2015. Shortly after, as their marriage hit a rough patch, he sold the island to the author J.K. Rowling for a whopping $75 million. David Copperfield. According to Forbes, the famed illusionist David Copperfield dished out $15 million to purchase a group of 11 islands located in Musha Cay, Caribbean in 2006. Contrary to Johnny Depp, who kept his island as private property, David invested an additional $30 million to build a luxurious resort named the Island of Copperfield Bay. The resort comprises 5 villas and an outdoor theater, costing the guest $42,000 a night. Probably that's why the recorded guest only consists of A-listers like Oprah, John Travolta, and Jim Carrey. Mel Gibson. Steering away from the star-studded Bahamas and Caribbean, Mel Gibson purchased Mango Island, one of the largest private islands in Fiji. The veteran actor reportedly purchased the island for $50 million to celebrate the release of Passion of the Christ in 2004. Besides making it his private getaway destination, Mel also turned the island into a private cattle farm. He also participates in other projects to preserve the reefs, white beaches, and lagoon surrounding Mango Island. Leonardo DiCaprio. Another name who unsurprisingly owns a private island, Leonardo DiCaprio. The A-list actor purchased the Blackador Cay Island for $1.75 million in 2005. Just like Johnny Depp's, the price of the island is lower than some of Leo's other properties. Located in Belize, Leo attempted to build a luxurious, eco-friendly resort focusing on health, wellness, and sustainability. Unfortunately, this project remains on hold since it received a major protest from the locals and Belize fishermen. Well, at least Leo's view on the environment isn't as questionable as he preferred romantic partners. Marlon Brando. Not only was he a wealthy mob boss in the box office hit The Good Father, but Marlon Brando was also a wealthy Hollywood star through and through. He purchased a private island at the height of his popularity in 1966. Later named the Brando, the island was reformed into one of the most luxurious resorts in the world, with its exotic palm lodge. Following his death, the island has since been managed by Marlon's children. George Clooney. Not every celeb wants an island too far in the middle of the ocean. George Clooney, for example, opted for a private island closer to civilization, Sonning Isle, located just in the Thames River. George purchased the island shortly before he married his now wife Amal Clooney in 2014. In an interview with Vogue, Amal shared tidbits of the Clooney's private life. The couple built a castle-like estate on the island where they spent their honeymoon, and it's now served as their primary residence along with their twins. Eddie Murphy. Back in the Bahamas, Hollywood star and A-list comedian Eddie Murphy purchased a $12.9 million island in the Bahamas in 2007. The island, later named Roaster Cay, boasts a 6-hectare land just a swim away from Nassau, making it the perfect vacation spot for Eddie. Before purchasing Roaster Cay, Eddie owned another island nearby, albeit much smaller, named Pearl. Bear Grylls. Of course, why wouldn't a survival expert own a private island, right? Unlike other celebrities, private islands, with feature stunning beaches and friendly resort environments, Bear Grylls spent $155,687 on a 30-acre island in 2001, well known for its wildlife and wild coastline. Francis Ford Coppola. As a member of the famous Coppola family and an acknowledged director in his own rights, Francis Ford Coppola owns a private island named Coral Cay. The island boasts 2 acres of land and 3 small islands surrounding it. Besides his own island, Francis technically owns a 3-family-owned private island on Belize coast known as Turtle Inn. Well, imagine taking turns to host family holidays, not at each other's houses but at each other's private islands. Even the Kardashians can't relate. Steven Spielberg. Another famous and wealthy movie director on the list, Steven Spielberg seems determined to create his own Jurassic Park. Minus the dinosaurs, thank goodness, as he brought 2 islands near a group of volcanoes in the Madeira archipelago. To make the commute for nearby port easier, Steven also purchased a luxurious yacht named Seven Seas. Tyler Perry. If you thought that the list was ending, read on. We still have a bunch of Hollywood stars ready to show off their private islands. One of them is filmmaker Tyler Perry, who purchased 2 islands as a birthday present for himself. The first island is known as White Bay Cay, a 75-acre land, reportedly sold by the previous owner for $7 million, while the second is a 7-acre island. Tyler later built a villa and several bungalows for himself, his family, and his friends to stay and unwind. Celine Dion. Our hearts will go on with the following private island owner on the list. Celine Dion. The pop diva purchased Ile Ganon in 1998. Just like George and Amal Clooney, who preferred to stay close to the city, Celine's private island was located on a channel on the Ottawa River. In 2001, Celine and her family began resettling full-time in the lavish residence of the island for more than a decade. However, she decided to sell the island in 2012 for $25.5 million. Shakira, another owner of one of the Bahamas' many private islands, Shakira purchased a white sand island called Bones Coy in joint ownership with Roger Waters and Alejandro Sanz. According to People, the trio spent $17 million on the island and aimed to build again a luxurious, eco-friendly vacation destination catered to fellow artists and musicians. Genuine questions. Will too many eco-friendly resorts eventually stop being eco-friendly? Pamela Anderson. When you think about a desperate ex, you better think of Tommy Lee. The musician gifted ex-wife Pamela Anderson a private island on the Dubai coast in the late 1990s to win her back. Yep, forget all the branded bags and jewelry when you can dive straight and give her a private island. Tommy didn't get Pamela back, but she still received the gift and planned on building an eco-friendly resort. However, until this day, there's no report of the resort development. If she wants to keep it as a space only for herself, it's completely understandable. Ricky Martin. As he is constantly under the spotlight, it's understandable that the Puerto Rican superstar desperately needs a place to hide and spend his time with family and friends without being chased by the paparazzi. Well, Ricky Martin sure has the means to afford a private island to make his dream come true, dishing over $6.8 million for an island near the Rio de Janeiro coast in 2008. The Latino heart Thorpe has since become the official owner of one of the most stunning islands in the southern hemisphere.